Let's see.
So Fatman, are you for sure down to do the stream on Friday?
I should be.
All right. I was gonna make a quick, just do this now as like, before we start, everyone. There's gonna be a live stream this Friday with me and Fatman going.
Why would you say that on a video coming out on Saturday?
Oh, that's a good
I'm gonna
point.
cut this out and render it individually.
Oh,
Not to mention, I'm going to add it. I'm going to splice it in with the bulk, the unedited reaction.
Okay. All right.
All right. No, I think we've said.
I will count down.
It's the same thing I've been saying the whole time.
I am counting down now, gentlemen.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Straight people are bad.
Yes, they are. Objectively. And if you think differently, you're scum.
Then we have a problem. What is it? Salem's found us.
If only we could teleport.
Okay.
If
4
only-
of her followers are waiting to speak with you.
Right. Bring me my helmet.
Did we?
Bring you your helmet.
Oh wow, that little bit more armor is really protective. You look really stupid in that.
Inviting
Yeah.
so many guests.
It might be
into
an
our
intimidation
home.
thing.
Either I'm losing my memory.
Watts is really tall.
Spines. Don't be too upset with
He's a
them,
Code
Raven.
Geass character.
Your men simply recognize... Which is why we'd like to have a word with you.
That fire effect is really standing
Then break
out.
down camp. We're moving.
You've been on our master's list for some time, so you must understand that we cannot allow you to sleep.
Your master.
Did Emerald kill those guys
But
at
I
the
don't
front gate or
believe
not?
we've
Maybe.
met.
We're the guys you should be
Guess.
afraid.
I don't know.
Be afraid of you.
Oh yeah.
God.
Tell that to
This
Quiet.
conversation is like Edgelord City.
What was he gonna say? Tell that to
Crow?
who?
I'm Cinderfall. This is my associate, Arthur Watts. And Mercury.
2 children you've tricked into following
Yes,
me.
so.
A fall maiden with a surname so appropriate,
Oh
she
my God,
probably
it's like a
picked it
nexus of
herself.
bad voice acting.
I want to die.
Was she roasting the writers for a second there?
Vigomania.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was.
About right.
Ooh, burn.
I would say
Doctor,
that.
but I must
we're
say the
not
rest was spot
terrible.
on.
Aren't you perceptive?
That's what's kept.
The only reason you're still alive
Oh,
is
Watts.
because you have something our master wants.
The fire
Vernal.
stands out so badly.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
a pretty bad effect.
it does not fit the style.
Okay.
So, this is the long-lost Spring Maiden.
Prove it. I mean, I guess. Doesn't she has the tattoo on her side? Isn't that the
don't
mark of
think
the
you-
maiden?
I don't think you
I
get a
don't think
tattoo.
so.
No.
Why don't
Why-
just sit
why
as
are
a
you-
back tattoo? Yeah.
Why are you humoring them?
Yeah, why are we doing this?
Why are we
Just-
doing any of this? Why are we having
Strike her with lightning and kill her. Just
Oh no,
call
a
out-
light breeze!
If this
Truly the
lightning
wrath of
doesn't
God!
hit Cinder, I'm gonna fucking scream.
Incinerate all of them.
I'm gonna turn the gain down on my mic just so I can scream when the lightning doesn't fucking hit Cinder.
It won't.
Ah! It still clipped a lot.
Vernal has done
no
well
thunder.
under my
Really? That was
None at all.
guidance before you
Really?
try
She-
anything.
Raven, I won't underestimate you. There is a slim chance you and your maiden could escape here today. But if you know our master,
Cinder's kind of gone back to no personality.
no, you could never truly escape.
she had her brief
But
moment
we
in the
come
sun
bearing in all of
back in Volume 4 when she couldn't fucking talk.
Means to an end. Salem's true desires are the relics locked within the Huntsman Academy. We're all here to unlock the Relic of Knowledge, and all previous acts of defiance against Salem will be...
Why did you let him get so close?
It's the best deal either of you are going to get.
Acts of defiance.
You talk as
I
if
feel like we're missing something.
That's because it will be. Headmaster Lionheart is loyal to Salem now.
There's no one
All-
there.
Mercury's entire personality is
You're
just
not
smirk.
the only one to turn your back on Oz.
I'm not helping Oz. I don't want a part in any of this.
That ship sailed.
That's
But if you come with us to Haven, we'll leave you, your tribe, and your little secret in the wilderness.
Just do it, Raven.
We just need the relic.
Just do it, Raven. No one cares.
Time to think this over.
No,
you
just,
don't have time.
just agree.
In 2 days, Haven Academy will be destroyed by the White...
2 days?
Now.
Wait, what?
Backed me into a corner, huh?
So, are you
2 days? Wait, what?
us?
2 days?
You can literally teleport.
2 days? Teleport into... well, she can't teleport wherever she wants.
Agreements like these are built on trust.
But she can
and
teleport
forgive
to
me
Crow.
for saying, but
She can also become a bird.
Oh my god.
you're going to
true.
need to give me more.
You are in a poor position to negotiate.
Yes.
That's right. He knows I have
No, Stork.
He's going to become a problem. I have enough problems to deal with. But he does trust Ozpin's other lieutenants. If Leo really is loyal to... Right Crow right into an ambush. He arrives at Haven, we take him down, you get your relic.
And then the world
Now
gets
this is a
destroyed!
proposition I can get.
Just for a moment. We have one objective. Retrieving the Relic of Knowledge. List of individuals we would very much like dead, but he's not going to go down without a fight, and he's not... Our advantage here is just as you said. We walk straight into Haven, no resistance. Your brother throws that all out the window.
He's good, but not that good. All of in a heartbeat.
But it's not just him. He has the students with him.
He certainly does.
If we leave that school, a bloody mess, it will draw the attention of the authorities.
Oh, this is
What
so bad.
authority?
This is the only one speaking sense here.
Then we wait. We wait until the full moon.
For what?
No!
to do
No,
something
we
that
don't
makes
wait!
Haven,
We've
the
been
same
waiting
way
for
Haven
so long!
Arrive with the
We
white
wait
light.
until the full moon,
As-
where Silver Eyes gets her superpowers. Why are we doing this? I don't
Demolishes
know.
Haven, and any evidence we may have left behind is lost along with the school.
Alone. For good.
We've had 7 minutes of just talking.
You have yourself a
Yeah,
deal.
nothing's happening
For
here.
fuck's sake.
Wait. Don't think I don't see what you're after. The child, I will not be taking the blame.
Then what are you worried about? Fly back home and tinker with your machines.
Fire doesn't work that way.
And tell Sa-
Watts is the only character in this entire scene that I like. Damn you, chuckle fuck.
This is embarrassing.
Okay, now back to the...
Oh, back to machine gun fire.
Oh, right. Oh, shit. They actually happened.
Bearman! Fighter of the night, man!
Okay, this is
How did this give me a tactically advantageous position? Wow.
He's gonna die.
Microphone got taken out.
What the... What?
Oh, damn,
Oh!
it didn't kill him.
Oh, damn it.
How did he aim at his fucking hood?
Hey, son learned how to sneak attack.
Yay!
Oh my god, this is so bad.
This is really terrible, yeah. what, fire and
Wait,
air?
wait. Did he just suddenly step?
I think so.
Really? Really? Stop posing!
Where's Mom?
The dumbest
I'm not sure.
thing
Yeah,
in the
this
world.
is bad.
Just right away.
Once we take down Corsic and Finnick.
Your friend isn't a complete waste of space. Let's see him prove it.
We got
Okay.
day we
Kill them
met.
both.
Stop ruining Santa.
Oh,
You'll have to
Cat
get
Mom is in danger.
I'm just completely done.
Just kill them. Like, they're useless characters. Just kill them.
They are
Lay it
traitors.
down, sir.
Shut up.
You got it.
Well, I guess we're not going to see that cool fight scene.
No. Oh, god damn it, not back to
We
this.
still got like half the episode
Yes,
left, don't
Vernal.
we? Or a third of the episode.
So not-
Hopefully.
Asked.
Did they spot you?
You
Of
followed
course
them.
not.
They sent the most important person on a recon mission.
Looks like they're staying there for the night.
Thank you, Vernal.
They sent the most important person on a recon mission.
Well, who are they gonna send? Shady Man?
You actually
yes.
believe in
Who are
those
you going to
guns?
send? The guy who's missing a tooth and has one shot in
Nice.
his gun?
They'll
Twice.
never leave us alone.
Yeah.
Once our
At least
justice
if he
has
gets
come and
caught,
gone,
it
we'll
doesn't
be
matter.
discarded
Quiet.
people until they are no longer useful. If we want to have any chance, then we need this relic. If Crow and
Okay.
when the chaos reaches its peak, we'll grab the relic and make our escape. Doesn't matter. I warned
I
her.
don't care.
She made her choice. This path won't be
The
easy
Raven
for
Yang
us
storyline
either.
is so underwhelming.
But we must do what's
I know. I'll do whatever it takes.
good.
I think we need to see more of the tribe. Because the tribe seem to be a bunch of useless assholes.
Yeah,
Yes.
more or less.
Like, I do not have a reason to care.
Oh, Raven's a Raven.
Oh god, I was holding that fart for ages.
Raven teleported to Crow.
Now what are we
What?
doing?
What? We're not cutting. What? Cut back to Cat Mom.
Oz needs to talk to you.
Shit. What?
Good, my favorite character's back. Hooray.
Oscar. Well, now I
Oh,
come
here
back
we
to
go.
the
Here we
suit.
go. Back to Milf Cat. What was the point of that scene? Hey, Oz needs to talk to you. Okay? About what?
It's just like Oscar in Volume 1. I'm sorry, in Volume 4.
What are you waiting on, sweetheart? What are you doing?
Waiting on Blake, I take it.
Was she just sitting in an empty room waiting for her?
Yes, so.
This is the boss fight. You've made it to the boss fight. I hope you saved. You buy all the
I'd be
items
so
you need at
happy
the
if
shop.
she just got anticlimactically one shot.
Episode cut? Episode cut!
That was it?
hang on. We still got so. Hold up.
That was so
0.89.
fucking dumb.
So that episode was really boring.
That was really bad. Like, oh my god, bad. Like, I can't even, like, comprehend. Like, basically, it's just like, no, we're gonna get the relic. No, we're gonna get the relic. No, we're gonna invade Haven. No, you are.
Okay.
No, you are.
I
That was like 7 minutes of conversation.
I liked Raven thinking under pressure and making the decision to side with them, even or at least lying to them to stall for time. I like that. That's pretty neat. You know.
In
That
essence,
entire scene was just painful. Like, these... Okay, what happened at the front gate? Like is that what Mercury was going to say? Is like, maybe it's like useless or whatever. You should maybe ask the people we killed up front. Okay, these people have already proven they've killed 2 of your fucking guards, if not 3 of them.
yeah. So she's like,
You're
she's
going to
like,
be just
hey,
like-
Emerald, show them who they're messing with, and then she walks up and she just says, please, can we come in?
Like,
and they're like, how can I say no to you?
Why didn't they just hold Flubberman's head up, like his severed head, and be like, "This is what we did."
Oh, you know he's not dead. They're the voice of Bakugo. They're not gonna kill him off screen.
Oh, Clifford Chapin, you deserved out of the show.
Wait, he's the voice of Bakugo?
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't-
that
well, wait,
asshole
who's
is the
Bakugo
voice
from?
of Bakugo.
They
Who's
got
Bakugo-
his
who's Bakugo
voice
from?
and they wasted it
Wait,
on
who's Bakugo
that
from?
guy?
Yeah,
Wait, Raymond, who's Bakugo? What's Bakugo? Like, I don't know.
Bakugo from My Hero Academia.
Okay, yeah. I only
One
know
of
him as
my
I know him as
favorite-
Connie from Attack on Titan.
One of my favorite characters from that series, and they wasted on Flubberman.
Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started on wasting Funimation actors in this fucking show, okay? Monica!
It's like, and then I love this scene with Raven and Cinder simply because it is a nexus of bad voice acting.
Oh, God,
Every single
yeah.
person except for Watts. Watts is the only
Yeah,
competent
Watts
voice actor
was
in
the
this
only one who
entire
gave
thing
a shit.
because he's
Watts the
Christopher
only-
fucking Sabat.
Okay, wait, side note, is it Sabat or Sabat? I've heard the funny voice actor say
Doesn't
Sabat.
matter.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about.
He's the voice
yeah,
of
okay.
Roanoa Zorro, for God's sake, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, he's, yeah. But, like,
Sabbath. I think that's Zorro. Yeah.
He's the voice of All Might.
Yeah, voice
It's
of
the voice
All
of
Might, voice
Vegeta,
of
goddammit.
Zorro, voice of Vegeta. So yeah, he gets he's the only good voice actor out of the 5 characters currently present on screen.
side note, what's going on? What is going on with Yuri?
6. Yeah, I was
I
wondering,
don't know.
Someone kicked him in the balls before recording this volume. It seems.
Like at this rate, Mercury is gonna sound different in every volume he appears in.
I actually kind of like that.
That's his semblance.
Oh, yeah.
We still don't know what his semblance is.
His semblance is that his balls shrivel up inside of him with each passing volume.
His balls just randomly change size.
Balls deep 69.
Oh my god, yeah. God, it was so much back and forth. Like, they were saying the same thing over and over, it felt like.
There was 7 minutes
Okay.
of straight talking.
We had this debate
Almost
last
8. Like,
in D&D last night, we had this debate whether or not to shatter this crystal, and it would lead to one of 2 events happening. Either we shatter the crystal and wipe out an entire civilization of mind-controlling slave traders, or, but as a consequence, it would wake up an entire civilization of mind-controlling slave traders of a different species. Or we leave it intact and we still have the same problem, but with like and we spent 3 hours discussing that. That's what this felt like. This felt more monotonous than sitting for 3 hours debating whether or not the choice between 2 exact same evils was going to like this. And this actually has like a simple solution. Raven and the Spring Maiden should have just kicked their fucking asses. There should have been no.
No, I don't think they were strong enough.
I feel like a man-on-man fight is going to be as underwhelming as you can expect it to be because they had
better than standing there and talking.
Lightning. I wish they had.
Other lightning. Other lightning.
Well, how useless the camp was. Like, sure, it was 2 versus 4 there, unless Raven just said everyone attack.
Yeah, all.
Then it becomes a 20 versus 4.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I like. Okay.
The thing is, they make it like sound like a traveling band, but like those walls had to have been there at least. They had to have been there at least a while with the barricades they put up.
And if you want to establish your villains as threatening,
guys,
you need to
they have
see
a beaver
them.
faunus. Don't worry.
Like,
That's how they constructed the wall so quickly. I mean, look at those finely shaped tips.
All right, Brett, what were you saying?
When you want to make a character seem threatening, you don't want to have them talking about stuff they're going to do. You want to see them actually doing it.
Yes.
If that makes sense. Like, talking that you're gonna do all these big bad things if they don't comply is hesitation there. If this scene went like this, you have them show up to the camp, there is a big fight between both 4 of the evil guys and 20 of the camp members, and the 4 guys came out on top of that, that actually puts them higher up on the power scaling and makes them a more terrifying threat.
Yeah, you know like exactly what Cinder did to Adam's gang of people?
Yes.
Like
that
exactly
was
that?
But that was off screen.
Yes, but
that one was off screen. So
okay,
that's even.
That was off screen. True, but I would still say that's a more threatening resolution, and it
Yes.
actually makes us say, "Oh gosh, these guys will actually fuck us up. They're not just going to talk about it." You know, we
Yeah.
actually need to be careful here, or else we're gonna die.
Well, the thing is, like, everyone is so fucking calm. People in the background are like walking to their tents and shit. They're just
I
just
know.
calmly walking
They
around.
started packing.
Yeah.
Like guys,
They started packing when she said so.
where are the guys at the front gate? Has no one realized your first line of defense is gone? Did they just
They don't
let-
like them. That's why they make them stand watch.
Yeah.
Yes, but I
It's-
think it would still be alarming for your own self-preservation. Oh my god, it is just absolutely baffling. This entire scene is
damn
baffling.
it.
And then, like, I thought it couldn't get worse. Then we cut to Gira. We cut to the fight with Gira, where, like, nothing makes sense.
No.
Like, okay, he jumps up on a pillar. It offers, like, no technically advantageous reason to have done that.
And like a bunch more random mooks showed up for him to throw around.
Yeah. This lady charges out of nowhere. It looks like she was standing still the entire time. Like, you can kind of tell from the one scene you see of her before it switches to her charge. But, like, she was, like, standing still in that corner for, like... Let me see. Let me go back frame by frame. Okay. Like, where was she coming from? Like, the window is closed. Did she run into that corner just to get that angle on him?
Where did she come from? Where did she go? Where did she come from, Cotman Joe?
So she charges from this position that doesn't seem to be logical. Attacks. He grabs her spear. He does fucking fling her. I actually like that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they do.
And he throws the spear, right?
Yeah.
And then he hits
hood.
fucking Corsic in the hood.
It's like, you fool!
Yeah, no, that was
Armadillos
so
are plated.
stupid. That was so stupid. Why did he?
At first I
Okay,
thought,
first of all,
at first I thought that spear went through his head, and I was like, yes, and then it showed his hood. I'm like, damn
Yeah.
it.
I was like,
I was like, did they actually kill a character that has lines just like that?
I would have been impressed.
You know what? Fennec and Corsac baffle me because, like, according to the commentary last volume, it said that these guys were planned back in volume 1.
Yeah.
But they're so fucking useless. Like, what are they gonna do?
They said that Roman had less screen time in the original script of Volume 1.
Yeah.
That's not possible.
Yeah, no.
Unless they called him something different, that's not possible.
Yeah, like, what were Fennec and Corsac gonna do in Volume 1? Like, I don't even understand.
Here's my question is, what does the fucking wind power do?
well,
like,
their weapons,
dude,
their
fire
weapons
is
are pixie
obvious.
wands.
Fire does.
Airbender.
But it's like it's oh no, like it's nudging him back a few feet. Like what use is it if you can cross your arms and somehow weather it?
Yeah.
Like if okay, here's the thing about writing when it comes to like anime, crossing your arms does nothing to prevent forward momentum.
No.
That is not how you. I could stand with my arms wide open and weather that blast better than Gira is. The fact of the matter is that thing is like that's a gust going like what 10 miles per hour at most. At most.
No, here's the thing. I'm looking back on
10 mile an hour wind would not move.
No, here's the deal. I'm looking back at the animation, and they point their pixie wands together, and they fire it off. It's so slow. It is
Yeah,
a very
it's ridiculously slow, yeah.
It's like they're trying to show off this really neat Kamehameha where it's a mixture of fire and air, but it's slowly going across the room towards him. Like if it was and it was a fast thing and it showed force and power behind it, that would be a threatening thing.
Yeah.
But
also, okay.
Gira has to make the conscious choice to stand in front of it.
Yes.
He's not a cat faunus, he's a deer faunus, and those lights look like headlights to him.
What are the design of these weapons, because Ilya has essentially the same looking weapon that Fennec and Corsac have, like...
She's like a chameleon, though, it extends.
Yeah.
One said to argue, but the fact of the matter is size have a definitive curve upward to catch things. Like they are designed.
These just look like this sewn design, like poorly designed weapons. Like they don't look like they should be like effective. I don't know. Like.
But that okay. So Blake jumps down, and they stab at her. And I like the use of resemblance here that we've seen in tandem with Dust. I like this. This right here, this is a good creative use of the power. She's using it
when
to
she did
freeze
it in
them.
She did it in the train.
She did the exact same thing in Volume 2.
Yeah.
But after she did it in Volume 2, she did a fire one that also blew up Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just stood there after this one.
Everyone stood still and did nothing while these two were
How
here.
How long? Was it a full minute? What I need to know. Was it a full minute that they...
3, 4. Okay, it was at 9 minutes and 24 seconds. So let's see. 24... 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50.
Where they just did nothing.
And... Okay. They wasted 31 seconds. 31 seconds of your opponent being completely immobilized.
Well, not really.
And they did nothing!
Like, guys, just kill them! Get Mike McFarlane out of this godforsaken kill!
Knock them out! Throw a fucking squeegee at them! I don't care! Do something! Don't just stand there and talk! Why? Hey, RWBY, I want you to be good so bad, but why? Monty is rolling in his grave again! I wanted to have fun. I'm wearing the hat. I wanted to have fun today, and I just ended up crying. RWBY has broken me. Like, this isn't the worst offender in the show. This isn't by far the worst offender, but for me, this is the nail in the coffin of they're never going to improve. They are never going to improve with their choreography.
They can't. They have shown this episode that they are unwilling to take any step forward.
That's the problem. It's not that they can't, it's just that they don't want to.
Yeah, they could have killed Fennec. I mean Corsic. Corsic was the one that got hit. He has the tail. They could have killed Corsic if they wanted to. They did not want to. Yeah. They could have had a maiden fight like they did in Volume 3. Yeah.
Yeah,
they could have had a maiden fight like in Volume 3. They did not want to. They could have. They just don't want to.
They made active decisions saying, yes, we want it this way. This is exactly how we envision it.
So did you see when... Yeah, keep going.
Well, no, that's just kind of trailing on my fork. Yeah. It's just like...
Okay, did you see when Blake ran out into the hallway? There was a fork in the road, she looked left, she looked right, and then she made a decision. Yes. What if she went the other way?
Maybe that would have taken her to MILF Cat. I bet the other way was MILF Cat.
1 minute. I want to hear how Raven describes that.
Oh yeah, you go listen to that. That's
so like the thing that got me was that random Crow and Oscar scene. It's just like why? Why? Why?
Ozpin needs to talk to you. Okay.
Why? Just why?
So is Ilya waiting for Blake, right?
See, that's another thing. Like as far as Ilya knows, Blake's
a chameleon.
Yeah.
Why is she standing in the middle of the open?
Also, as far as she knows, Blake's tied up with spiderweb right now. Why is she just waiting for her?
But I'm just fighting with the logic of she has
How did
literally
get there before her?
She's been built to be stealthy.
No,
she is a freaking chameleon.
Yeah.
But like she is just popping a squat right on the banister rail.
Yeah. But okay, Blake comes out the door. She looks right. And then she looks left, and then she goes left. What if she went right?
To Callie.
Oh, he wouldn't have a story.
Ilya would have just been standing there like, God, I hope she doesn't go right.
Yeah.
2 hours later, I guess she went right. I guess I'll go home now. Either that or she actually got on the boat like I expected her to. Why was she waiting there?
You see, Ilya's semblance is kind of like Schrodinger's cat. You know, she kind of knows which one's gonna happen.
It's confirmation bias. She's like, it's gonna be so cool if Blake runs in here, and if she doesn't, she'll never know I wasted my entire evening.
Okay, speaking of wasting time, Crow and Oscar.
We just talked about that, yeah.
Sorry, I was looking at other parts of the scenes.
Right.
What was the
No, there was none.
Harkens back to when Oscar was introduced.
Yeah.
Remember how he was introduced?
I remember how he was introduced.
Lotto
I
numbers,
wouldn't shut up
lotto
about how he was
numbers
introduced.
and pot fields.
Yeah.
When he was Farmer Boy.
It's. Oh my God! It's too much. It's
guys. This is the new episode 8.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
This is the new episode 8 for me.
I know.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
They've seen all my videos. They were like, we're gonna show him. We're gonna make every episode way worse than episode 8, just to spite that fat fuck.
It's like
that was the creative team. Gray was like, I blocked him on Twitter. Now I'm gonna block his fucking
Did he really
meme.
block you on Twitter?
Yeah, he blocked me on Twitter. I forwarded. Okay, I have a commenter called Dragon H2 for the win, and he was like, "You, Fatmanfalling, you are the only person who's ever said that RWBY has a speed semblance." And I'm like, no, that was Monty Ohm. So I forwarded that message to Gray saying, can you confirm that I have never worked on RWBY? And then he blocked me.
I guess my blocking, I think his response to that was blocking you.
Yeah.
But no,
that means it's a spoiler question. I do work on RWBY. We could bring that meme back.
I can't. I can't fathom everything that went into this. Everything that went into this.
I can't imagine a group of people uncreative enough to force this through production.
No, you understand. This shows a level of creativity unknown to me. This is a level. They are actively trying to creatively be uncreative.
They watched the Titanic animated musical and went, we can make this worse.
I don't know how you actively go into a series, keep it running, keep it feeding, have a through line, a story, and have nothing happen.
I know. It's like I couldn't do worse. I couldn't write something worse than this. I am not skilled enough to write something worse than this.
No.
It's like some kind of ancient Chinese Taoist riddle. That's what
Monty didn't die, he just ascended. He was meditating for thousands of years to come up with the least interesting possible story, and he did
And now they're desperately trying to catch up to him.
He's not dead. He's just not doing anything like all the characters in RWBY.
Guys, I'm broken over this. I need a hug.
Yeah, God, that was just. Oh my God, that was bad.
I don't know which is worse, this or episode 7.
7. I mean, I don't remember which one 7 was.
Okay, this was actively bad. 7 was passively bad.
But which is worse?
Oh yeah, 7 was when I was in the Cape, right? Yeah, okay. God, you know what? I think 9 was worse.
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
When I said that maybe the increase in episodes might have skewed episode 8 further up, I think I was right.
Yeah, you might have been.
I think I was right.
I think you might have been, yeah.
But okay, well, as good of an explanation as that is, Season 1, Volume 1 had 16 episodes. Episode 8 was still the bad one. But the problem is 5, 6, 7, and 9 were all bad.
They were all terrible, yeah.
8 was like the only relatively undepressing one.
Yeah, that was the one mildly entertaining one.
Okay, counterpoint, 8 has now been retroactively ruined by this because we see the fallout of the fucking Blake Belladonna thing.
No, nothing is canon. You can't. No. You can't bring canon into this. You can't bring continuity.
God.
Oh, why is my frame rate so bad?
Chris Sabat, get out. Get out, man. Just get out.
Chris,
get out, man.
Vic Mignogna, get the hell out of here, please. Yuri,
Everybody-
listen, man. I know you have like a really wide track record. You're very prolific. You do a lot of work. This is not working.
You're the Eric Roberts of anime voice acting.
Yuri, go work on Metro Exodus. Go work on Metro Exodus, okay, buddy? I need to hear your Russian accent again, okay?
Vic, Full Metal Alchemist has made you independently wealthy for the rest of your life. Chris, doing Dragon Ball Z has made you independently wealthy for the rest of your life. You don't need to do this.
Christopher Sabat would rather... Is Christopher Sabat in Dragon Ball Z abridged?
I don't believe so.
He has, like, talked to the Dragon Ball Z abridged guys.
I know he approves of it, but...
He
I
might,
don't think
he
he's
might have done
actually...
something for them once or twice, but he doesn't do anything actively for them.
Because I've seen a video of Chris Sabat and the guy who does the voice
DBZA
of Vegeta
guys, yeah.
In DBZA, actually like do like a Vegeta quote off.
Oh, cool!
Like I've seen a video of him doing that with them. I don't know if he's like done more or if he's done anything like directly for the show.
What I'm saying is, run from RWBY, go to DBZA. They have strong writers. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. How's this? Rooster Teeth, hire Team 4-Star.
No. Team 4-Star, hire Rooster Teeth.
Yes.
And then EA them.
Well, no. Let's talk about who's bigger here. Rooster Teeth is much bigger than Team 4-Star.
Unfortunately,
so,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh well,
I would say if they fired Miles and Carrie and hired the people from Team 4-Star, I would be so much more confident in the direction of RWBY. Infinitely more confident. Because even though Team 4-Star are mainly comedy, they can write a lot of good drama.
They can, yeah. Or like the guys who do SAO abridged.
SAO abridged, I think
he's more goofy.
They're better left to themselves. I don't want like Team 4-Star. They're kind of like the safe option.
I guess, but
abridged, they're like, I don't want them stained.
Well, better yet, Rooster Teeth, hire us. We're so much better, clearly.
The thing is, I want to say that, but I like being humble, so I don't want to say that.
I'm just lying.
Okay, real conversation. How bad would RWBY have to get for Miles and Carrie to get the boot on the project?
It would have to stop selling, and it won't stop selling because it hasn't stopped
we keep
selling.
watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just throwing that question out there because it's like we talk about it, but like, what would they have to do to get booted off? And the answer is, it probably wouldn't happen.
Because I remember Gavin talking to Matt on they were just goofing, but I remember Gavin talking to Matt saying, "What would I have to do to get fired?" And Matt's like, "I don't think anything." And he's like, "What if I walked into your office and jizzed on your desk?" And Matt said, "Well, were you filming it?"
Yeah.
I don't think like the on-screen talent can get fired from Rooster Teeth because that's their business.
Yeah.
YouTube
is still personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Matt and Miles don't have personality. I mean, not in the sense they're not exactly the top dogs of Rooster Teeth here.
Matt Hull, the CEO.
Matt's the CEO.
No, not.
You mean Carrie and Miles?
Yeah, Carrie and Miles.
Carrie has a personality. He's chronically asleep.
Yes.
And Miles is hilarious whenever he's on the spot.
Yeah, no, every time Miles is on the podcast, I'm like, okay, this is going to be a good podcast because he's very energetic and entertaining.
Yeah, like he has charisma, he just can't write.
Right.
I get the feeling that he's. I kind of feel like I'm kind of kindred spirit with Miles in the way that he's energetic towards his work. like he seems to have all the energy in the drive, but he doesn't have any balancing matters. Like that's the thing that I had to learn the hard way is that you need to hone that. You can't just like blurt shit out onto a page and hope it works.
You need to have a first draft, and a second draft, and then a third draft, and then you're good to go.
Not just one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like Carrie's and I think Carrie and I would probably get along better though.
Yeah.
You know,
I think I've said this before. You can't start writing until after your first draft is done.
Right.
Like, your first draft is not your first draft is not the first draft.
Yeah.
Your first draft is a piece of trash. That
unless there are certain types of writers. There are ones that like I think it was either Hemingway or no, Hemingway was the editor.
It wasn't Hemingway.
It was
Hemingway was the guy who coined the phrase "the first draft of anything is shit."
Oh, what is it? Shit, I'm trying to remember. Sound and the Fury, Faulkner. That's
Ray
it. I think
Bradbury?
Faulkner.
Oh,
Faulkner, I think, wrote and edited as he wrote. So like his first draft was like spotless.
Yeah.
I mean, which
well,
is
everyone has a different writing approach. Is what I'm trying to say. You have to find yours.
And Miles and Carrie are shit.
I just on my vacation I recorded these little video clips and kind of compiled it, just talking about my general writing process. And basically, first draft is just like first draft is just with the draft you get every idea you have out and see what works. It's throwing things at a wall covered in like flypaper and seeing what sticks.
My first draft is a list. Like, it's like it doesn't have like any lines of dialogue. It's just this is a list.
It's mortifying.
It's awful. It's just like essentially like a list of bullet points, and then I try to connect them, and then by the time the second draft comes around, that's when I actually try to write segues. Yeah.
I was gonna raise a question here. I think. Let's see. When's the week of Christmas? It's next week. Okay, so that's good.
Wait, is it next week?
Are we gonna have a Christmas special?
No, they're not releasing. Okay, so the next episode will come out on the 16th. So we'll record on the 17th then, and then there will be a week of break.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need it.
Thank God for myself. I don't say it. Because that's what
Yeah.
that
well,
week I'm
okay.
Gonna be,
I mean, it takes me a lot longer to edit these. It takes you a lot longer to render them, unfortunately.
Well, hopefully by the time that we get back up and running, I'll have my new processor in. So yeah, this will hopefully be the last video I render. Well, and I'll be rendering the next the next 2.5 hour segment of Phoenix Wright. Because fuck, I'm editing that down. Dude, we're almost at the end of it. It's almost at the end of it. I just want it done. All right.
Make sure you back everything up before you Make sure you back everything up before you install your hard drive.
Yeah. I have everything on an external.
Okay, yeah,
so
that's good.
Yeah. I think ahead. So do we have anything else to note? Terrible voice acting.
Yeah. Cinder went back to having no personality. Yeah.
You went and you watched that scene with Raven talking to Vernal Equinox. What did she say?
Oh, basically they're no, I was talking about because I didn't hear the description that she said of Watts of the entire of the four. When she was like sarcastically describing them.
Oh yeah.
She was saying like, okay, 2 children you brainwashed into this, a disgraced at Legion scientist, and a woman and a maiden whose name is so on the spot you probably chose it yourself.
Ooh,
that's a good burn. That's a good burn.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is,
bring in that gif of the judge going, oh, and banging his gavel repeatedly. Oh,
okay.
But
she says that, but Vernal's name is Vernal.
Yeah, and it's like on the top of that is you're one of the worst voiced, worst written characters in the show.
Yeah.
You don't have room to fucking talk, Lee.
Yeah.
So there's a technique that shitty writers often use called lampshading. And it's when you acknowledge a problem but don't fix it to try and sound like,
we
get
often.
it. Like an example.
I mean, they just did it. There was an example of them doing it right now.
Yeah.
Counterpoint: lampshading can be used effectively if you while you're simultaneously subverting the trope. For example, characters talking about in a horror film.
It can be
shit.
used
We're
for
in a horror
comedy.
film. We got to protect the black guy, and the black guy is the last one to die.
No, lampshading can be used for comedy.
Yeah.
Lampshading can't be done well. It can be made funny.
Well, I think once you're aware of the fact that they're only like, I don't think it's funny. Like maybe lampshading isn't my style of humor. I think if you're addressing the fact that you're a problem, that's the writers fully admitting, yeah, we know we're kind of doing a shitty job with this, but, you know, we'll try and do better.
All right, go
Have
watch
you seen
Stargate SG-1 episode 200.
No. There's
balanced.
acknowledging past mistakes, and then there's acknowledging current mistakes. Like, a video game that has a really long loading screen, and a character comes on and says, wow, that loading screen sure was long. I'm not thinking, oh yeah, you know, once upon a time long ago and they've gotten better. I'm thinking, yeah, that was really annoying. Why are you still doing it? You know?
Good point, good point.
Well, on the subject of lampshading, have you seen Cabin in the Woods?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you think that worked as lampshading? Because that entire movie was basically just lampshading the movie.
I think,
it was a horror comedy. So
yeah, it was
but
done
no,
for comedy.
That's not lampshading. That's parody. That's when you take an idea and you shift it, and you know you make fun of it, and you have talks on it.
But
that's
how
why,
fine is the line between lampshading and parody?
I think lampshading is a key component of parody.
It is a key component, but on its own, lampshading is a pretty shitty thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, I think if Cabin in the Woods is fully centered around that idea of taking tropes from other horror films and applying it to that, RWBY is making fun of its own failures while not addressing and fixing those failures.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
The difference is that Cabin in the Woods is more centered around poking fun at other things, and RWBY's trying to poke fun at itself and kind of it's doing our job for us, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not new news that
was
the
a
naming
complaint that
conventions are
Fatman
kind of
had.
shitty.
Boy, we sure have grown as people in the last 5 volumes.
Shut up, Ren!
Yeah.
Dude, do I have to add that as a gag too? Like, not only when
Shut up,
John
Ren.
speaks, I say "shut up, John." Now I have to say "shut up, Ren." All right. I think that's enough for now. I'll cut a lot of stuff out. Okay, I actually have to do a lot. Editing.
You're basically just cutting you're basically cutting the end, and then you're gonna cut the beginning, and you're gonna put it at the end.
But yeah, with all of that out of the way, it's oh my Christ, this episode sucked.
It was terrible.
Yep.
Betrayal.
And I know we're gonna get a lot of people eventually go like, oh, you guys are just hating on RWBY just so you can garner that kind of fan base, and well, that is not entirely false. There is an audience for people who like shitting on RWBY. These are our honest thoughts and opinions.
Yeah, people think that like, oh, you just want that kind of okay. Look at Murder of Birds. He has 50,000 subscribers. You don't think I could have 50,000 subscribers if I lied through my teeth about the quality of RWBY?
Yeah.
Not that I think Murder of Birds lies through his teeth.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
I think he legitimately likes what he's doing. He likes what he's watching.
His reactions are genuine. I completely believe that. But like, I could completely pretend to ignore all the faults and just be like positive about it, and then I could say like analytically stuff. Digibro said this about Sword Art Online. Like, I could do that for RWBY, but I wouldn't be being honest.
I said this in RVB for the chorus stuff, and I'll say it now. I'm not looking for problems. I'm turning a corner, and there are problems.
I'm not looking for anything. They're just there. They're impossible to ignore.
They are a roadblock.
Yeah.
Like, runs out into the hallway.
They are a roadblock
looks
on an
right,
Irish
looks
cliff
left, goes
roadway.
left. Ilya's waiting for her. Ilya was like, hey, Blake is tied up. Get her on the boat. I'm going to go wait for her in her own house.
Did you guys see the art of that scene, of that hallway? Because, like, that's the thing that kind of caught me, is that the turning right would have led to a dead end, apparently.
Oh my god.
Well, they never planned for that. They just said, oh, we'll just have it.
Why would they just have it lead to Callie? Like, where's Callie in all of this?
I don't think that would have led to a dead end.
We don't. No, look at the little map they have.
No, the artists planned, like, they said, hey, we need a corridor that looks like turn this way.
1303.
Yeah, it's when they're showing off all the art stuff. Basically, they designed a corridor.
To a dead end?
Yeah, it's when they designed a corridor, but the writers must have told them, hey, don't even bother designing this other way because she's gonna go this way, which makes sense from a production value, but from a writing standpoint, why even have an extra corridor there?
That doesn't look like it would have gone to a dead end. Why do you think that would have gone to a dead end?
What influenced Blake's decision?
There's a bookshelf and some chairs at the end of it.
I mean, from as far as we know. from as far as we know, like, they, Blake never stated that she knows where her mother is and was heading that direction.
Wait, are you talking about, like, in the actual show, or are you talking about the art at the end?
The concept art.
Yeah.
Why do you think that goes to a dead end?
Because it's a dead end. You can see it right there. You can see the dead end. It's literally right there. The very top of our screen, like the very top of the concept art, is a dead end. Is that not? The only thing in it is a door leading into that central area that we have no idea what it is.
Anyway, I think I'm done.
Yeah.
I've had enough RWBY for today.
You know, I don't have.
Moral of the story is write better, for God's sake. Stop making things so contrived, and if you're really gonna poke fun at yourself, if you're gonna poke fun at yourself, at least fix the damn problems.
How could you lose the map at a time like that? Fuck you!
Like, but like, what? Okay, going back to that, what did the map? What did the map
Fatman,
even do?
we were nearly finished.
We can talk about this off air. We can talk about this off
Okay.
air.
All right.
All right, I'm hitting the stop.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Alright, fine, I'll
thanks
stop
for
you.
tuning in. Shout out to my patrons. Shout out to everyone
Yeah.
else's patrons if they have them. And catch you all on
Fuck
the flip
straight
side.
people.
I'm going to go hit the sauce.
Fuck straight people. Exclusively fuck straight people.
You know what? I'll leave that up to interpretation.
Alright. And stopping. And I'm gonna hit the camera too.